Greetings and salutations, my fellow Entropians. It's that time for the Deeds and Shares Payout Show weekly for Entropia Universe. It is June the 7th, or 2nd. It's June the 2nd, 2025. Wow. It's been an amazing week. A lot of grinding. Like, superior grinding, I guess. On Aerys. I think Aerys is a massive success. I think they've done really well with it. You got all sorts of players playing here on Aerys. Globals are popping. There's loot to be had. There's markup. There's markup in that loot. Some of it's dropping down as supplies are increasing, and that's just the natural progression of things. Hopefully things get a little cheaper and more manageable, so we can start pumping out these Hyperion weapons. But you're not here for that. You're here for the Deeds and Shares show, right? Let's get into it. Alright, as per the usual, we are going to go ahead and extract our PED. Yeah, that works. Take a look at everything going on. Oh yeah. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? Pet Flow Center. Yes. Alright, so as we've been communicating to you about the Arcadia moon situation, it does seem like it pays out like once a week. I called it. But that, I mean, things can change. It can get that extra payout every so often, because you never know. But if it's paying out just once a week, I'm just not seeing it going up to 3 times a week to justify like a 30. It's barely even justifying the 20 price point where it's at. So you take that how you want to take that. Let's see, I know I got some here somewhere. Open that up. Alright, so I got like 93 left. But yeah, prices have been dropping on the Arcadia moon. Just like I kind of figured it would. Whoa. So what we got here? Boom. Just like that. Close everything. Alright, so Arcadia Underground still remains to be pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4 payouts this week. I don't know. I mean, it still pays out pretty regularly. 1, 2, 3, 4 times the last week. 1, 2, 3, 4 times previous week. 1, 2, 3, 4 the previous week. Before that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 if you count the double payout. So here recently, it's been paying out just 4 times a week. Which I kind of want to think that, you know, maybe this is still overvalued. That's why I haven't bought any new ones, because it's just still there. And that's kind of like half the problem with you know, having deeds in the auction. We've got to find that happy medium. You know, that's fine. Because you have people that are really like good at keeping prices high until something happens to dump it, and that's usually what happens. Okay. There. Are we happy now? I think I'm happy now. Welcome back, Bruce. Gonna be completely honest with you. I have yet to pop out the chat yet, so let's see if I can't do that now, so I can better make sure I can see everybody. Alright, there we go. Sometimes it takes a little work. But everyone's concerned with Arcadia. I would be. They haven't made any public statements counteracting what Mindark has said. And that's worrying. Because I know a lot of people like to hang out over there. And I get it. I do. Especially if you're like a low deposit player and you're just playing low and slow. It's great for that. Weird. Why doesn't it say your society? You have to load in more. Yeah, you gotta load in more. But definitely, funny things happen. Yeah, it is a little bit concerning, and it's not worth 70 for the underground. It isn't. It's not paying out at the right rate. And I don't listen. I know that some people are going to want to get some of these, and I know that there is collateral involved in Arcadia Underground deeds and Arcadia Moon deeds and all that. But I'm gonna be completely real with you. It's just not worth the price it's at. It needs to be lower because it's not paying out. If it pays out better, it could justify a 70. Like 70, it's at 70. It doesn't pay out every day. It just doesn't. Neither does this. This needs to be like at least like around 13, maybe 14, if anything. The Arcadia Moon, because it doesn't pay out. And that's the problem with the things on the market, because people want to prop it up because it's used as collateral and stuff like that. And it's just, that's why a lot of these investments need to be in the shares category in general. And the reason that these things are not in the shares category is maybe they just don't agree with it. Arcadia is just not playing ball with Mindark in some respects. I don't know. I can only speculate. That's kind of what we do here. A little bit of speculation. But as it stands, I just have zero faith in Arcadia currently, because the prices are highly manipulated towards the highest ends. No one's going to sit there and dump Arcadia Underground. And even if they did, you know, it would be like the resellers that get a hold of it at a cheaper price, and then the price drops, and then they're gonna sit there and try to bring the price back up on a asset that's not worth it. And that's why I prefer the shares portion of everything. You know, it just makes more sense. We got an account value of 1 PD coming out of Arcadia. We got our one single Arcadia Underground deed and our 96 Arcadia Moon deeds. That's going to be probably, I'm probably going to just keep that at 10 so we can like tell which one's apart, you know. But it's frustrating. It really is. Like the prices just don't match, and that's pretty much my point. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and transfer that 1 PED back into our little pocket, and we're just gonna Arcadia, kind of scary, man, kind of scary. But in other news, we got every single thing paid out in the shares category. We got Ancient Greece paying out 1 PEC per share. We got Calypso Landing Trust paying out 3. It's back on the 3. Crystal Palace Space Station, 1 PEC per share. New Treasure Island, 1 PEC per share. Rocktropia, 1 PEC per share. And Triton Industries, 1 PEC per share. So everything looks fine on the share side of things. People are spread out. They're doing other things. They're doing all sorts of things as is supposed to. And the market looks healthy for the shares in general. Of course, let's see. Let's check out the prices for Ancient Greece right now. We got it's down. It's down. But let's see. All right, so we're dealing with the 878. being the highest and 858 being the lowest. It has its times where it just doesn't pay out, and the price has to go lower. But it as long as it's below 10, it just seems like a really good deal. This doesn't seem bad. It would be nice if we could eat into the 10, but who's going to ancient Greece too much? You know, who's going there too often? Probably the people that are trying to grind the wave event, probably to upgrade their serpent scales and their little armor. You know, I need to do that. I still need to do that. And I actually feel very kind of good about going to Ancient Greece because it's affiliated more with Mindark than being just a planet partner anymore. So there's that. There's that aspect. So you know it's going to stick around for the long term. Arcadia, we don't know yet. So it's like, get out, till they freaking announce something. But people aren't going to do that. So don't get left holding the bag. But let's see. Let's go ahead and transfer that through. All right, Calypso. All right, Calypso's going through a little situation where it's paying out a little bit less every week. It's been on 2 PEC per week for quite a while. This is the first 3 PEC payout it's had in a little bit. So I wouldn't be surprised if the price does drop down to 25, but it's not going to. People really trust Calypso as being like the main workhorse. So, I mean, I'd get some, but just know that the price might drop a little bit. Like, you never know. It just might. But I mean, it's fine. It's fine if it does drop. That means it's going to be priced a little bit more to where it needs to be at 2 PEC payouts every week almost. But that can always change back up to 3, and that would evaluate it over 30. So you take with that what you want. But Calypso pretty healthy, pretty good. I like it. Crystal Palace Space Station, on the other hand, I guess a lot of people started selling and moving this one around. Unfortunately, we haven't seen any big events going on Crystal Palace, such as mini mayhems or whatever. And that's always a possibility of something that might happen. If Arcadia is not playing ball with Mindark, then definitely expect some maybe more events around Cali, just because. Some people might not want to hear all that, but it is what it is. I mean, imagine just Aerys having its own event, which I'm really upsetty spaghetti about the fact that Aerys just hasn't released any of these. But if you take a look, this is going to be huge because you've seen how many people come here to hunt and the caliber of hunter that comes here. This is not a lot of shares at all. Like, not a lot of shares at all. So I would expect if these things do go on the market, they're not going to be the 10 ped shares that we're used to. They're going to price it accordingly, most likely. But we'll see. Maybe it has something to do with the Hyperon crystals and that little turn-in Hyperon synthesizer and getting diplomas and that 10 PD and universal ammo, or that could just be to buy the shops down below. Who knows at this point, but it's going to be exciting. Absolutely. Let's see. But 920, there's a big lot that's selling at 920. Somebody needs some money right now, so I don't know. Maybe give them some. Wow. Yeah. I mean, it is pretty low from what it used to be, but it doesn't really need to be that high. I see you over here jumping on me. What are you doing? I think that this is pretty good too. It has missed a couple payments in the past, but maybe not to justify 920, but maybe. Who knows? I mean, people do need money, so they do try to competitively sell big chunks at a time. So That could be also the reason, because I know a lot of people, when they hold on to some of these things and they finally do want to cash out, they want to make sure that they get their stuff sold. So that's probably why it's pretty low. Let's go ahead and transfer that through. New treasure island, my baby. Oh, it looks like we're slipping a little bit downwards for this. Let's see, what do we got here? Just a little bit of a slippage. Just a little bit of a slippage, but still kind of going strong. As if you look at the yearly chart, it's pretty stable. A little bit of volatility, and there ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of volatility. Buy the dip, as they say. But it looks pretty healthy. People are still going to New Treasure Island. I still go there. It's not sunken cost fallacy. I actually like to farm there because I know where everything's at. I know where the animal oils are. That's usually what I'm farming for. I'm not farming for markup. I'm farming to get those animal oils of a specific variety. Calypso is still seasonal, yes. Absolutely. What happened to Secret Island? When it comes down to Secret Island, that's probably owned by Never Die. And so is Howling Mine and Rocktropia. We'll cover that in just a second. But the New Treasure Island, still love it. 890, 9 at 9. It's freaking. That's a great deal. It definitely is a great deal. Because uh-oh. Kind of had to take that. That threw me all the way off. But I don't know. New Treasure Island's doing good. But let's take a let's talk about Rocktropia here for a second. And of course, when you talking about Rocktropia, we're talking about like really high prices. It paid out 1 peck this time. But Howling Mine and Secret Island probably also owned by Never Die, because he was pretty much doing all that stuff, right? It's still high because it's not actually for sale. This is just resellers selling whenever he was trying to give it off to the community so that everyone could track Rocktropia. And this is just resellers trying to make a little buck, or trying to keep the price high. So if you do want to track it, you have to pay a little bit of a fee in order to, you know, see exactly what's going on with Rocktropia at any given moment. But Secret Island and Howling Mine also probably in Never Die's pocket, and he's just not ready to release those into the open market because he wants to evaluate it first. Plain and simple. He wants MindArc to do something with Rocktropia, like add codex. So he's playing the smart move by not doing anything. So yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with that. It's just, it is what it is. We're gonna have to wait and see what happens in the future, and it'll probably be evaluated based off of how much it produces. Rocktropia does pay out pretty much every single week. So I mean, I don't know about the other shares that have not been released, but Rocktropia does pay out. So we're looking at some really positive things coming if Codex gets released. And then we got Triton Industries. Yeah, once everything gets updated to Unreal, that might also change the name of the game as well. All right, and let's see, Triton Industries. Because they didn't release all the shares all at once, or they took off the shares that were selling at 10. We now got overinflated shares in the community. And if you want a piece of 1 peck per share every single week almost, you have to pay $17.25, which is why I only have 330, because I'm not paying 17.25 for 1 peck per share. It's just not happening. I wouldn't recommend doing it either, but it is what it is. If they do start releasing more, I would hope that they would release it at a fair price, but we don't know. We just don't know. Where's the Triton revenue? Where does that come from? Triton is where the Rexitilium spawn at the Jameson, not the Jameson, but shoot, I'll just show you. Let's see, did I get everything? Everything's been got. Everything's been got. All right, that's 220 PD this week in shares. Unfortunately, even if we still had all those moon deeds, that would still only be like 250 something, right? That's not what I signed up for, so we are taking a little bit of loss on income from dividends and stuff like that, but I'm kind of happy with that. All right, so about that question, this island right here, this is Triton Industries, Jameson's Reach. Yeah, I was right. And Naval Station Triton. It's right north of NTI. The entire island. That's Triton. We're going to my shop. Yup. Yeah, the scorpions, the Rexitiliums. Alright, as you guys already know, this is my shop, Medusa Bazaar, floor 2, shop 1. And we are selling the Hyperon weapons like crazy. There is a lot of weapons here, and I'm trying to get them out to you guys as cheap as I can. Probably selling at a loss, but that's okay because I like you guys. I think you guys are pretty radical, and yeah, stuff. But yeah, come over here and buy some stuff. I need it. I need the money. Speaking of which, I think we actually did get a little bit of something. Yep. Wow. Somebody came through and just bought like a whole mess of stuff. Look at those sales right there. That's 980. I'm up to 2,000 ped. I can play a little bit. What do we got here? So Orpheus Wild Cuts Kurosawa buying PP60, a PR60, probably. Oh, another PP60, another PR70, another PR60. They completely drained us of all the big guns. Yeah. Maybe they might be reselling them because I sold them for so cheap. Maybe. Or maybe they're just stocking up. Who knows? Y'all be on the lookout for it. Some P60s and PR60s, PR70. Just see if they're reselling my stuff because I'll ban them from the shop. Nah. It's okay. Everything's fine. Check the auction house. See if it's there. Nah, I'm not gonna ban anybody from the shop. But yeah, it is really cheap. I'm selling everything for really cheap. So just get in here before someone else takes it and puts it up on the auction house, because that's probably gonna be a thing that happens. But hell yeah, at least we got some playing money for the day, for the Twitch stream and whatnot, which we will be doing here pretty soon. Maybe, I hope. So check me out over on Twitch. You know where to look, right? We're probably gonna do some stuff. Wow, man, I hope I muted my mic during that phone call. Shoot, getting doxxed. Yeah. Anyways, all right, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you, I don't know, Use high efficiency weapons with low decay, and that should help your loot. Get your looter skill up, so kill low level stuff. A lot of low level stuff. And then go for a big hunt for funsies. Who knows? You might win something. Alright. I think that's about it. Yeah? That's about it for the Deeds and Shares Payout Show Weekly? I think so. Bye!